so when these businesses need to be built, I think there's a need for some great talent, right? So therefore, I come back to if great proficons need to be built, great talent needs to be
Yes.
attracted, and the great talent needs to understand the difference between a map and a compass, right? And many a time you are not taught that in schools, right? Because you said, oh, you should be A grade, you should be top, you can't fail. And here in the book you talk about 30 years, 30 different experiments, 2 have succeeded, 30 failures, okay, and being honest about it and saying, you know what, I made my mistakes, there are failures. And I think if you want to attract talent, a failing talent does not mean you don't have the talent. I think the fact that your ability to be accepting that and working with an entrepreneur itself is an art. And how do I get ready for it?
Yeah. So I think what's very important to understand is that a lot of people, even employees, I think do not always want a fixed type of role where you're part of a large organization where your role is very narrow. And at some point of time, your learning also tends to be slower.
Hmm.
You may have some security, okay, because you're sort of a cog in a large system. And what I've always encouraged people, and even now, today, Netcore is 1,000 people, Netcore and Unboxed put together. I always say that what I value most, more than college degrees or previous work experiences, is the entrepreneurial mindset.
Hmm.
If I tell them, think of working in Netcore as working in a place where you can take the risks, but you also have a safety net. I failed many times. I did not know. I mean, I did not set out to fail, but I tried a lot of different things in my life and they did not work. So I absolutely recognize. But what I will not want them to do is to shy away from taking risks. Because only when you're willing to break out of the ordinary, you're willing to take bets which have maybe a small chance of success. That's how all the big ideas come. And it's never that, okay, I failed and therefore I need to just step back and not go down that path again. And that's part of where the compass thing comes in. I know the direction. Maybe I took this one path. Maybe it didn't work out, but doesn't mean I go back and I start looking for a map. Maybe there's a different path that I can take to get to the same destination. That is the mindset which I try and inculcate even in the people in the companies where I've built, India World, Netcore, because I think if we get this going, that you see most of the times, Swami, and you know it, you've been an entrepreneur. It's not failure as much as the fear of failure
Exactly.
which holds people back.
Yeah.